Welcome back to episode numero 6 of the Washington Capitals franchise rebuild, coming off of year number 1, where we made it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, but eventually fell to the Boston Bruins. Fair warning, the save got messed up, so I had to go back in time. And the simulation's a little bit different, but I made sure that we still lost in the third round to Boston. But Boston this time ends up going on and winning the Stanley Cup. But the changes aren't too crazy. We're still going to get the same draft pick. The stats were basically about the same. This time Ovechkin had 16 goals. Last time he had 15, but 26 points for Ovi, 20 points for Dylan Strome, who's up to an 84 overall. Kuznetsov did well. So 4 of our top 5 players all over a point per game. Look at John Carlson go. 0 goals, 19 assists, +7. So not the greatest end of the year, but still third round exit. Not too shabby. Connor Sheary had a really good playoffs for us as well. Nick Backstrom, Tom Wilson. Who was the outlier? TJ Oshie. Definitely a player that we probably should move on from. The contract's a little bit crazy, and then this Christ. Our Neishov, however you say, Nikolai Neishov, wasn't drafted, 25 years old, but a really bad player for us. He wants a contract. So it will depend on what he wants. But let's head in to the NHL entry draft. I don't imagine we'll be making too many switches this year, and the draft lottery will obviously be a little bit different, but we do not have any picks in the lottery, so nothing to worry about that. It looks like the Winnipeg Jets actually win the draft lottery. I think last time was Vancouver, if I remember correctly. Let's keep it going here, though. I don't imagine that, this postseason or this offseason will be too crazy for us. Jumbo, Joe Thornton, Ryan Kessler, Andrew Ladd, Brandon Dubinsky, Blake Como, all calling it a quit there. No one from our squad, at least the good players. Andrew Ladd looking to become a coach. Don't really care with the interview since we don't have a high overall pick, at least as of right now. But let's get into the NHL entry draft. Let's take a look at the draft class. And obviously you got the Canadian superstar, Connor Bedard, gold medalist also, who is definitely going to go first overall, 35 goals, 58 assists. So he will be going to the Winnipeg Jets. We got Antti Lamanian, Thomas Jokinen, Leo Carlson. Do we want to get John Carlson's potential brother on the roster? No, we won't make a trade up. An offensive defenseman, Tiro Hakalaka. Oh my, Dalibor Dvorsky, I know he gets pretty good in this. Danielson, Yager, Zach Benson, but we won't be picking till later. But let's slowly go through this. So yeah, there it is. Connor Bedard, first overall, 80 overall, medium franchise potential. So he's going to be an absolute beast for the Winnipeg Jets. Second overall, Laminin, who's an 83 overall, but only a medium elite, but still a really good player, and that looks like computer generated. Third overall, we got Jokinen at 79, medium elite. 4, we got Carlson, that playmaker, 76 overall, medium elite. At pick number 5, Hakalaka, the defenseman, medium elite, 78 overall. Where's Dalibor Dvorsky? Danielson, medium elite, 79 overall. A lot of good picks in this first year, and there he is, Dalibor Dvorsky, playmaker at number 7 to the Vancouver Canucks. Number 8, we got Brandon Yager at 72 medium elite. Zach Benson, 71 medium elite. Everyone's been medium elite. There's our our first medium 6, but 78 overall. Any medium elites? Come on, skip a couple more here. Nothing too crazy. All right, let's sim to our pick. So yeah, our pick is the 30th pick. So not the best pick here, but let's see what we can get. A potential, I mean, we can go Pinelli. He looks to be a bust. I've never drafted a bust, though. Do I want to take my chances and draft a bust? I've never drafted a bust in this game, so I don't even think it's worth it, but I kind of want to do it. This guy doesn't look too bad. Sergei Glebov. Who else do we have? Backman. 6'4". I kind of like this Backman guy. 18 penalty minutes. 6'4", 211. Probably a power forward of some sort. A sniper. Then we got a 2-way forward, 6 assists in 45 games in the A+ division. We got a defensive defenseman. This guy might be good. Pete Purcell. But I kind of want to go with Pinelli. I just want to see. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I want to see what the bust is like. Oh my god, I should have never done it. I should have never done it. Musty. I want to see where one of those defensemen go. They still haven't been drafted. Okay, so Turbinen. Purcell's medium top 6. So I think the draft gets really, really bad really quickly. But wow, that was a terrible selection, I will say. So never draft the bust. Got it. A plus here, eh? Wouldn't be a bad pick. I like looking at the players with the A plus. I feel like they always have better potential. A plus again, but 0 points. Didn't really do much. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, a goalie in the A plus here. We don't have any goalie prospects, so I think Kai Pisonen is a good pick. Medium starter, very low overall, but potentially can grow into something. And now I'm just going for Hail Marys. Potential. None of these guys are going to be drafted. 1 assist in 15 minutes of time. Defensive defenseman. Might have a superstar X factor though, so I'm going to draft him. Even if he doesn't turn out to be anything, I don't think he will. 50 overall. We won't sign him for a couple of years here. All right, so let's go look for another guy with the A plus. Or, this is not terrible. 6'4". What is he? No information. 24 goals, 23 assists. Not terrible out of the right winger as well. Dumoulin seems like our pick so far. Who is this goalie? Shishkanov. Shishkanov, I'm taking a gamble on you. Oh my god. Oh my god. And we got one more pick in the 7th round here. I didn't even know we were in the 7th round. Let's go find an A plus player and we will go from there. Grab another goalie. Okay, no more goalies. No more goalies. Dmitry Yekimovs. Dmitry Yekimovs from Cameroon. I love it. Why not? Bottom 6. So obviously we weren't going to get too much from the draft. So let's go on to the re-sign stage and we could take a look to see if any of the players we drafted were of any value and re-sign the players that we need to sign. So it looks like we got a couple big contracts we have to dish out. Only $15 million in cap space. So not a lot of cap space, I will say. Okay, so Pinelli, is he at least a superstar X Factor? No, he is a complete bust. That's tough. That's a tough one. That's a tough one to swallow. Yekimovs, one of the guys we drafted as well. Okay, so now we got to make these decisions. So I think the first thing we want to do is we don't have to sign Dylan Strome right now. We can qualify him as an RFA. Magnuson, I do want to bring in. Can I get him for 3 years just so I don't have to worry about that? It looks like he could be a potential good prospect for us. Hofer, don't really care. I'll bring him in. Kryzov, how much does he want? If it's anything over 3 mil, I just don't think I can offer him that deal. It's too much. Too much. Dylan Strome, how much is he going to want? Okay. So pretty expensive for Dylan Strome. He's basically, I'm going to have to ship out TJ Oshie and replace TJ Oshie's contract with Dylan Strome. I think that's the best way to go. Bjorkstrom, 1 mil, play bottom line minutes. I can offer him something like this. I'm conserving a little bit of cap here though. Clark, we can bring in Clark if he wants to be on a 2-way deal, which he does. Alexiev, honestly, our best prospect. Okay, so he wants some real money here. Let's go 2 let's go 2 years at 1.5, and then he'll still be an RFA after that contract, so then we can kind of work that back and see if we want to make any more update or retain him. We'll offer him a deal. Pylon, don't think I want Pylon, but I'll bring him back just for the AHL squad if he wants a 1-way deal. Can't do that, sorry Pylon. Garrett Pylon, it was nice knowing you. Drafted in the 3rd round 2016, but your time on Washington has expired. We'll bring back this guy as well. Don't need him. Don't need him. Don't need him. Carl Hagelin, no, too old. Gareth Hathaway, no, too much. Abu Cabell, wouldn't mind bringing back Abu Cabell, but again, these players I'm not really concerned about for now. A lot of UFAs. Lars Eller, Trevor Van Riemsdyk, Connor Sheary. I would like to bring Sheary back if I can. $3 million for you, Sheary, eh? I just don't. I can bring these guys back in free agency. I'm not too worried. Sonny Milano, how much do you want? You're a decent little player for us. So what if I go 2 years, 3.55 mil? Nick Jensen, probably need to bring him back. It's an expensive deal for Jensen. Okay. So we have a lot of contracts to deal with here. And we have money locked up for a long time in a lot of players, including Mantha, who, God, that's a big contract. That is a big contract here. Can we get Dylan Strome? That's the real question. Let's try getting Dylan Strome now. I just want to lock him up. So Dylan Strome, can we do... It's a pretty high price tag, but he's only playing high minutes for us. 4 years at 5.15. Advance day. Okay. Dylan Strome's not back. Okay, everyone else is back. Beautiful Hofer, Magnuson. Okay, so we have $11 million to work with now. And we have a lot of players to sign. This might be the first year that we regress. So let's go 4 years. What if we do 4 years at 4.375? I want a little bit of a deal on you, Strome, okay? Goalies. You're not going to get any playing time anywhere else, so you might as well. Let's look at the goalies we actually drafted. So Pesonen is not a superstar X Factor. Shishkinov, also not a superstar X Factor, but didn't really expect that, so it's okay. Ferguson, don't really need back. I'll sign him for the AHL, though. 2-way deal. So it'll be Lindgren and Darcy Kemper as our 2 goaltenders. And let's look at Kreisov here. Just because he's young, we should bring him back. It is an expensive price tag. What about, let's do 3 years at 4.3 mil. Hopefully he accepts that. So Kreisov's back and Dylan Strome is back. So what do we have left? We have $2 million. And is there anyone urgent that we need to sign? Let's take a look here. So Nick Jensen, how much do we... Yeah, he wants 4 mil. We're not going to be able to sign Nick Jensen, unfortunately, which is a big loss for us. Connor Sheary, I'd like to bring him back too, but I think I'm just going to let him go to free agency. Can't afford him. Van Riemsdyk, Gusterson. What about Van Riemsdyk? They all don't want to come back. That's the problem. Lars Eller, a little bit older. Connor McMichael. Can I offer him? That's just how she goes. We're going to lose a lot of key players in Washington right now. And that's just life. Sorry, Washington fans. We are making a couple of changes here to your beloved Washington Capitals roster. And let's go look at the free agents before we do anything insane. So we got Michael Bunting as the top free agent, well, salary-wise. Otherwise, Dylan Larkin. Let's go to unrestricted free agents. So Dylan Larkin, available, and wants to play for us. I swear he does. Then we got Pacioretty, Tarasenko, Horvat, Krejci. Honestly, none of these players... Who's this Kuzmenko guy? Oh, he's from Vancouver. Kuzmenko from Vancouver. 5.5 mil. He would be a nice replacement for TJ Oshie. Realistically, we just need some depth on this team. And who could it be? Connor Brown? Honestly, Connor Brown, we can bring him back. That wouldn't be a bad move. Connor Brown, buddy. Let's do 2 years. That's the only salary cap I got, buddy. Sean Monahan. Anyone else? Anyone cheap? Paul Stastny. Don't really want to bring him in. Asplin. Asplin doesn't look bad. Rasmus Asplin, a young player, 2-way forward, can play in our depth charts. Okay, let's clear some salary cap first of all. So let's go and propose trade. And I just want to see what we have and what we're working with here. I think giving up TJ Oshie is kind of a must at this point. Or do we want to give up... And I would feel more comfortable giving up Anthony Mantha over TJ Oshie, strictly because Mantha is going to play third line and is not a superstar X Factor. So I feel like we can get some good value out of him. What would it take to get Arizona's first round pick? I know that's not going to work 1-for-1, but what if we gave up a second next year? Ooh, we might be bad next year, though. That's fine. A second next year and a 4th for their first. Trade reject. Okay. We're not done here. Let me work some magic on you, Arizona. Let me work some magic. Okay, so let's go trade value. And we'll see if there's anyone else. So I could give away Tom Wilson. Not going to do that. Could give away TJ Oshie in this deal as well. And really clear up some cap space. Hendricks Lapierre is our best prospect. So I want to keep him along the roster. Pinelli. Could give up Pinelli here. He's not going to turn out to be anything. He has a little bit of trade value. So I wouldn't mind it. So honestly, I might add him in. And I'm going to add TJ Oshie in, I think. Now I can give away the second. I can probably make this trade go through. But do they have any other kind of like forward prospects that we can work with? Connor Geeky. Not a superstar X Factor. I don't want him. Lutz, what about this guy? Top 6, 69. I mean, if we can get that guy back too, I would make this trade a heartbeat. Trade rejected. They want TJ Oshie. Okay, so what if we just, for this year only, we can retain some salary. I don't mind paying Mantha $2 million. Okay, so Mantha is not going to get that done. Let's add Mantha back. I really don't want to give up the second, but I will. So if we go like this, maybe. They're going to make me work for this, eh? Do we have to swap first round picks? I don't think we're going to be good, though. I don't really want to give up our first round pick. It might be a lottery pick. So don't want to give up the first. What if I go third, second, like that? Okay, so that's not going to work. Oh, God. They're making it hard on us. 3 seconds. Okay, it's not going to work. I can't give up too much here. Let's try trading Oshie and Mantha, though. And we'll take 2 seconds. This is fair. Oh, my God. These guys are playing hardball. What about those 2 seconds? This is awful. What's the trade difficulty on impossible? There we go. Trade accepted. We had to get rid of some contracts there. I would have liked to keep Oshie, but at the end of the day, it was a big cap hit, and I don't really think there was much value in him, especially after last year. Okay, so now let's look at how we can replace these players and see if we can get a good young guy to come in. Like a Bo Horvat would be nice, but I'm not paying him that much money. Evan Rodriguez. Is he a superstar X Factor? No, don't want him. Matt Dumba. Matt Dumba is an interesting one. Matt Dumba. 5 years at $5 million. But I can go 2 years. I feel like 5 years at 5 point. Honestly, I think this is a pretty good deal for him. Let's see if we can get Matt Dumba. A good defenseman to help out. And now let's get some depth players. So I'm just looking for low salary cap. 2.3 million. Kratsov. Vitaly Kratsov. Why are they letting this guy go? Oh, sorry. Am I on? I want to be on UFA only. I was going to say, that guy is way too good. Paul Stastny, don't want. Connor Sheary is in here. Asplin, we did talk about. Rasmus Asplin. But $3 million, not feeling a $3 million contract for him. But 1 year at 2.47, I can make work. I'll give him a little bit less. If he doesn't want to sign with us, that's completely fine. Lars Eller, if he wants to come back. Koshe, don't want him. Just looking at age and price. Sundqvist, two-way forward to play on that fourth line. I can work with that. Fourth line minutes right there. And anyone else? Johansson. No, I think we're good there. Okay, so low elite for Cody Glass if we want to bring him in. We could take a shot at him or Vesalainen. You know what? Cody Glass. $1 million for a test run. I'm not opposed to it. Minor player, Alexander Nylander, never really turned out to be anything like his brother. Maxime Comtois is here. Tyler Benson, don't want any of those. And goaltenders, if we can get a good prospect, I would take him. A starter, honestly, why not? Philip Gusterson, definitely don't want him. A Nukin, honestly, just bringing in the prospects here. Just bringing in some prospects. And let's go overall. Vermalov, don't want him. James Reimer is a backup, too old. Nedeljkovic as a backup, though. I don't mind Nedeljkovic as a backup because he's only 27 years old and only $2 million. I don't know if I even have enough money, actually. I'll hold off on Nedeljkovic. And what I'm going to have to do here is I think I might have to propose a trade and get rid of a couple of our depth players just to make... Oh, no, we have only 29 contracts. We're good to go here. So let's simulate to next season, see who we get. So Tristan Lennox, one of the goalies, not in. Asplin, he's in. Sundqvist, out. That sucks. Cody Glass, just taking a chance on him. Connor Brown, let's go. He's part of the squad. We got Noonan, one of the other goaltenders. He was a 77 overall at 23 years old. So hopefully he can grow and become our backup goalie. I might even have him as our backup goalie in year number 2. Anyone else? Matt Dumba? No, Dumba says no. Okay, so we got to get back to free agency. And we got to get at least one big fish here, I think. Got to get at least one big fish that can really help out our team next year. Potentially a defenseman since we lost Jensen. Let's go UFAs, and then let's go defenseman. Who can we get? Severson. Severson's not terrible. 84 overall, two-way defenseman. What was he last year? 29 points, -3 on probably a bad team. Luke Shen. Alex Edler, a little bit too old for me. Oli Mata. You know what? Let's try on Severson. I would only offer him 1 year, though, because I don't know if I want him back next year. Actually, I'd go 2 and potentially trade him at the deadline, depending on how our team is doing. And then let's go goaltenders. And I think it's a good time to pick up Nedeljkovic as well. Actually, I'm going to use that other goaltender as our starter, I think. So there we go. Sim to next season. Severson is in. I will see you at the beginning of next year. All right, the new year is here. I don't know how this team is going to look, if I'm being honest. So we got Lindgren. And in the system, we got a Noonan, who's actually grown to an 80 overall. So a really good pickup. Starter in the minors is what they have him listed as. I'm going to keep him there. I'm not going to bring him up to the NHL. I'm not going to rush him. I think I'm going to keep him there. Ferguson, again, another prospect we got. But I'm going to keep a Noonan down for now, and we'll go with Lindgren as our backup. But 80 overall, from 77 to 80. So hopefully he grows and continues to grow. Okay, so defensively, we got John Carlson at 91, our stud of the team. Severson, who we signed to the massive deal. Kryzov, who is 84 now. Hopefully his defensive plays gets a little bit better this year. He does have 90 defensive awareness. No puck skills whatsoever. He's dumb as a brick. So we'll see how that matches up. Dmitry Orlov, he likes playing on the third and first line. Farabahi, and there we go, Alexander Alexiev, who is making his NHL debut now for the Washington Capitals. And in the system, we have Johansson, who minor top 2 defenseman, so hopefully can grow and keep growing and potentially join the team next year. Carlson and Iro, so we definitely need to sign some more players in the minors for sure. And then forwards, make sure we have 2 extra. So who do we want to send down? This guy for sure. And Bjorkstrom, I think. Bjorkstrom or Protas. I'm going to send down Bjorkstrom. Just because I like Protas more in real life, really. That's kind of like my only reasoning for it. So make roster moves. Everyone's good there. And check in the AHL. See if we want anyone. Hendrix Lapierre. Don't need him up here yet. And I think, yeah, it looks good to me. Let's go to edit lines, best lines, and we'll see what the coach wants to do here. So we got Dylan Strome is going to play on that first line. Milano does get a +5, though. So do we want to give Milano that chance? Just signed Dylan Strome to a big contract, so I will keep Dylan Strome there. And honestly, the team is pretty good. Can we get Connor McMichael? Third line's going forward. We'll keep him there. Don't want to rush him. Asplin, we will go, or Cody Glass maybe, instead of Nick Dowd. Asplin, guess you're playing third line. Sonny Milano, Protas. Honestly, the team looks pretty good. I could have definitely traded our first round away. So Severson will play on the top line. We will have Kryzlov on that second line. Farabahi. If we bring Orlov all the way down, what's his contract looking like? Okay, he's on a big one. And then Alexander Alexiev. Alexiev. Do we want to put you on the second line to give you a +2? I think keeping you on the third line is good for now. You're listed as a top 6 defender. Farabahi listed as a top 4, though. I'd like to get Farabahi up the lineup. So I'm going to bring him up, and he could play lefty. Kryzlov can play the right side. Actually, we'll put Farabahi on the right side so he can be on his one-timer side. John Carlson and Severson, and then that looks good to me. Power play, we got to get Ovi on his one-timer side. So that is going to actually be where John Carlson is. And we got to look at the strategies quickly to make sure that, yeah, no, we don't want that. See, look, why would they ever have Nick Backstrom as the finisher? It's clearly Alexander Ovechkin. The passer is going to be Kuznetsov or Backstrom. Honestly, I'll put it as Kuznetsov. And puck carrier, actually, I'll go like this. Oops. Kuznetsov, and that one goes to Backstrom. I don't know why that would ever change. That's what you need there. Tom Wilson. Do I want Wilson on the first power play unit? No, I want Strome there. Yeah, I want Strome. Quick swap, Dylan Strome. And now on power play line 2, Wilson can go there. Yep, makes sense to me. He's on his one-timer. Nope. He will be on his one-timer over there. Connor Brown can play the middle of the ice. Tom Wilson can play... Yeah, that's fine. And let's go edit strategies. Distributor, the passer will definitely be Connor McMichael. Finisher, Connor Brown's fine. And puck carrier, let's go with Tom Wilson just because he's the highest overall. But he's probably high overall because of his hitting. We'll go Connor Brown. Boom. All right, there we go. And then in the cage, we have Darcy Kemper. So there you go. That is the year 2 Washington Capitals. Let's simulate to the regular season. We're definitely not trading Alexia, but they want to give it. Is Alexia in our trade block? Yeah, he is. Why would he be on our trade block? That's just terrible AI. Okay, so thirds for Scott Walker and Waugh. We don't even need defensemen. Our defensemen are okay. The Ottawa Senators. Oh, they want the goalie. They want the goalie and a third for 2 fourths? No. Why would I go down? That just doesn't make any sense. There's way too many trades right now. What is going on? Another goalie and our third for a 4th and 5th. Like, terrible, 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 terrible. What are they thinking with these trades? Arizona, I gave a great trade to and they didn't accept. Why would I accept these terrible trades? Let's get into year number 2, though. Washington versus Montreal at the Bell Center. Let's get it going. Slow simulation for the first game of the regular season. Can Alexander Ovechkin keep up his torrent pace, or will we come to a screeching halt and Connor Brown scores in his first game back with his old team, the Washington Capitals, 30 seconds into the game, and that is the icebreaker for the Washington Capitals. First period, unfortunately, we give up 2 power play goals. That's been a huge issue for us. We take way too many penalties. And I swear, if it was Kryzlov, we're trading him next episode. If it was Kryzlov on both of these, I'm trading him next episode. Second period, oh man. Christian Dvorak, Abu Kabel scores against his former team. Dylan Strome gets a goal on his new contract, and Cole Caulfield gets his second of the game. But we're down 5-2. Power play. It's a long one. Unable to capitalize. But Dylan Strome, once again, breaks the ice and scores another goal for the Washington Capitals to make it 5-3, but only, that's going to do it. Josh Anderson gets the 6th of the game past Darcy Kemper, and the Washington Capitals fall 6-3 to the tough Montreal Canadiens here. Let's take a look at the stats. So John Carlson, 2 points. Dylan Strome, 2 points. Kuznetsov, 2 points. Ovi with an apple. But here we go. Who was our problem? So John Carlson and Severson did great. Good work there. +3. They were on for all of our goals. None of the other team's goals. Like to see that. But who's the problem? Look at him. Every time, eh? Every time. No penalty minutes, though. Who took the penalties? So we got Tom Wilson fought. Ovi fought. Connor Brown, a 2-minuter. Or this may have been a 5-minute major. Does it say fights? I don't know, because they scored 2 power play goals. I think neither of them got kicked out of the game, though, because they played 14 minutes, 18 minutes. I don't know how that worked out. But not the best game number 1. You know what? We got to get one more. Against Colorado, a really good team. If we can beat Colorado here, it'll turn the season around. They're 2-0, we're 0-1, but this is the first game back on home ice at Capital One Arena. First period, 0-0. Second period, there we go. That's what I like to see. Cody Glass scores his first goal in a Washington Capitals uniform. Kuznetsov gets the first power play goal. Then they get a shorthanded goal from Devon Toews, and Faravahi gets a goal for the Washington Capitals. We're out shooting them 28-19 power play, and there it is. Alexander Ovechkin gets his first of the season as the Washington Capitals take a 4-1 lead. Another power play, unable to capitalize this time. Another power play, still can't capitalize. Our power play isn't quite clicking yet, but we will take the 4-1 victory in game number 2 here. Let's take a look at the stats. Ovi 2 points, Dylan Strome 2 points once again. That's what I like to see. Strome's been really good for us. Okay, Krzyzov 1 assist and a +2. Siri's talking to me. I don't know where Siri's talking to me. Oh god, let's turn that off. Oh, what was that? Brady Tkachuk just scored for the Ottawa Senators, boys. Faravahi +2. Love to see that. Sonny Milano -1. Who plays the least? So Nick Dowd, Protas, and Asplin. Fourth liners make sense. And then we got John Carlson at the top with Dylan Strome. All right. That is going to do it for episode number 5 of the Washington Capitals franchise mode. Dylan Strome, take us home. Take us home, Dylan Strome. Thank you for watching. And as always, have a great day. Dylan Strome's going to be an 86 overall by the next video. See you later.